downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
By Quan Alexander.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got some breathing room. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 39, Taylor looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly, and knocked it free.
Eluding the pressure right. And Frank Galladay, that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Stafford going to give it to Swift. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. There's plenty of people. We often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he's a number.
Well, he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Lions 7, Saints 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Kamara. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On to punt for the Saints.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game? Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run here with Swift. His way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Now Stafford. Flushed out right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. On first down, it's Stafford. He sets to fire deep. This is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Lions 14, Saints 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Taylor's
nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Taylor finding Harris over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Second down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
This will be fielded at the 17.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 13-year man puts it through, and it will push the lead up to 5. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but you know.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Taylor. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And the lead is now 2.
Kick is good. Makes the score Saints 19, Lions 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
For 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Taylor. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action now. Taylor. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Saints.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Taylor's
Josh Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On the ground, Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at
the 15. 39 yards there, a big one.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Taylor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Carry for New Orleans.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On to punt for the Saints.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, Swift. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Stafford here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they give him the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They go with Murray again. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brought him down.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Murray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Again, it's Kamara. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Taylor. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
3-yard line.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
3rd and less than a yard.
Here's Taylor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Saints 38.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.